'tis I, Joseph. I am officially ruling in the Pharaoh's courts. In this case, because on earth as it is in heaven. So in this case, it would be Jesus as the Pharaoh and me as Joseph, because we're in the heavenly realm. So I read this to you before, but like I said, all those other years, God was still transforming me, and I was, he was still doing good work in me. So I have to do it again until he completes his good work in me. So let me read this to you. Hold on. Okay, so then Pharaoh, this would be Jesus talking to me, his bride. Then Pharaoh said to Joseph, since God has made all of this known to you, there is no discerning and wise as you. You know how I give you all these mysteries of God and the revelation of Jesus Christ and his church, the bride, me, and nobody else has been able to give you all these little mysteries until I have released them and then they copy me. But anyway, so there is no one so discerning and wise as you. You shall be in charge of my palace, and all my people are to submit to your orders. Only with respect to the throne will I be greater than you. That's Jesus talking to me. Now here, so Pharaoh said to Joseph, I hereby put you in charge of the whole land of Egypt. Then Pharaoh took his signet ring from his finger and put it on Joseph's finger. He dressed him in robes of fine linen, and put a gold chain around his neck. He had him ride in a chariot as his second in command. And people shouted before him, make way! Thus he put him in charge of the whole land of Egypt. Then Pharaoh said to Joseph, then Jesus said to me, I am Jesus, but without your word no one will lift hand or foot in Egypt. So my time, my Joseph hour has come to rule and reign over this land. Hold on. And now, behold, I have been unveiled. The bride of Christ has been unveiled, because this whole time I have been veiled and hidden. But the bride of Christ is now unveiled for all to see. Anyway, so I am the Lord Christ, God's right hand, his mighty right hand. That's me. See the Archangel Michael tattoo? I got that when I was 22 years old. So God had always put it in me. It wasn't just like, oh, one day I was baptized and then, then all of a sudden I was chosen. No, I was chosen from before the creation of the world. Everything was formed through me and for me. So you see, kids, when Jesus said, you will do greater things than I will because I'm going back to the Father, it means that he's going back to his throne to be God. That Jesus is God Almighty, but he left his throne and became a man, just like I left and became a woman here on earth, because God is a spirit. So in order for him to do his will, he had to manifest himself in a physical human form, but that doesn't mean he was human. He was God. Okay, so when Jesus went back to the Father, he says, me and my Father are one. That means he's not two, but one with God. So when he says, I'm going back to the Father, it means he's back on his throne as God Almighty, the Creator, Father in heaven. That's Jesus. That's who he is. So the Lamb, who is me, I'm one with Jesus. I'm one with Jesus. So I was there with God in the beginning, the Spirit of wisdom. Okay, so there's the Spirit of wisdom, the bride of Christ, me, and then there's Jesus, God. He's God Almighty sitting on the throne, and next to him is me, the wife, the Lamb. Okay, so I am the Lord's right hand, and this is said about me here. Your right hand, Lord, was majestic in power. Your right hand, Lord, shattered the enemy. In the greatness of your majesty, you threw down those who opposed you. You unleashed your burning anger. It consumed them like stubble. By the blast of your nostrils, the waters piled up. The surging water stood up like a wall. Like, remember when I did that and then all of Germany got flooded? Because of my enemies, what they did. And then With the blast of my nostrils, Germany got flooded, Europe's burning, California, like the whole world fell into deep chaos, and then it started raining, snowing in Africa. All kinds of calamity happened when I stepped into the scene, okay? So the surging waters stood up like a wall, the deep waters congealed in the heart of the sea. The enemy boasted, I will pursue, I will overtake them, I will divide the spoils, I will gorge myself on them, I will draw my sword, and my hand will destroy them. But you blew with your breath, and the sea covered them. They sank like lead in the mighty waters. Who among the gods are like you, Lord? Who is like you, majestic in holiness, awesome in glory, working wonders? Exodus 15:6-1. So you notice how here it refers to the Lord as, majestic and awesome. And you notice how in Songs of Solomon, it also refers to the bride as majestic and awesome as an army with banners. You see, so that's the Lord. It's the Lord and his bride. And all throughout the Old Testament, that was the Old Testament God. I am brutal. I'm brutal. That's why God the Father said, obey her, because she will not forgive your trespasses. She will not pardon your trespasses if you provoke her. Your Mother Nature.